Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you a smaller version of a Sawzall or reciprocating saw. Usually most people are used to a standard size, whether it's battery operated, whether it's corded like this one. They're all good, but these are for more heavy duty type cutting. If you have smaller projects, smaller equipment, this jigsaw is going to be for you. Well, not jigsaw, but reciprocating saw, Sawzall. It's pretty much what they're really called. Let's take a look. Alright, so what we have here is the MAKITA CXT. It's a 12 volt max lithium-ion reciprocating saw. It runs on a 12 volt 2 amp hour battery. When you buy this one, it comes with 2 batteries, 1 charger, and 1 saw. You can use it one-handedly because it's actually pretty small. Like I said, it's for smaller jobs, so it's not a heavy-duty one. Just like my press video on that smaller bandsaw. What I really like about this, comes with a case. That says MAKITA. Nothing else. It does have a work light. It has all your pretty much stuff that you actually need for it. As you can see how it comes. Alright, so just for a quick view. Oh, how many times I've knocked this over? So you have your standard side reciprocating saw, Sawzall, and you have your smaller version. There is a big difference, especially when compared to motor size. Alright, so it takes all the blades that would go on a standard side Sawzall. They also work on this. It's got the quick latch, like all the other good ones. Spin it, put it in, lock it. You got a lock right here. You can use this as a trigger, or you can pull this down. And you have a trigger here. Push this in, trigger, one-handed. Or grab it like this. 2 places to grab. It's actually a very nice tool. I do recommend it. The batteries do look real small, but they last. Once again, this is not a heavy duty tool. This is for light duty stuff. But I'm going to get some 10 gauge material. And let's see how she does. You can see that it cuts just about as fast as everything else. I'm going to do a piece of aluminum pipe. Showed this in my last video. It's a 10 gauge. It's pretty thick material. And let's see what she does. I don't know about most people. I've seen people where they put this down on the part and then they turn the blade on. I think that's the wrong way to do it. I think it's bad for the blade. I think you should start the machine and then slowly put it on your part and then let it cut. That's my philosophy, but everybody's doing it their own way, so if it works for you, it works for you, but I suggest starting it first and then doing the cut. That did take a while, but it made the cut, and it did a pretty damn straight cut. So that worked for this big thick aluminum. Like I said, it's not made for heavy gauge material, but I'm going to use it on heavy gauge, and we're going to see if it works on heavy gauge. Trying it on thin steel, you know it's going to work, so why even waste the video trying to show you it works on thinner gauge. Now it does not say, like the bandsaw, what gauge is good for it and what gauge is not, but it's a sawzall and it carries the same blades that the big blades use, so I'm sure you can cut the material you want to cut. It just might take a little bit longer. Alright, so here's some angle aluminum. Same gauge, 10 gauge. Let's see how long it takes to cut this one. That was a little quicker. Of course, when you cut these, you're supposed to do more at an angle. I cut it straight down because I'm using the table. Or actually, I could have lifted up like this and started from the corner. It probably would have cut quicker. But it actually did better on the angle than it did on this round tube. So that's the angle aluminum. Then you have your steel. Remember, when you're cutting steel, you want to go at an angle. You don't want to cut straight on it. That way it helps to cut it easier. Alrighty, there you go. That's still a clean cut. It's a straight cut. And it goes to show that yes, it does cut thick steel also. Sounds like the battery's dying too. Well, it's got 3 bars on it. So that's the steel. That's 10 gauge also. Shall we try this? Same thing we used on the bandsaw that almost broke the blade. Let's see what happens. The blade's still good, as you can see. The only thing that's been used is the back part. It is a Milwaukee blade. There you go. So, let's just start at a corner. You know, the same thing happened with the bandsaw, where it got stuck on one area of this metal, of this aluminum. And I don't know why it does that. Apparently it cut through. Now maybe it was the way I was holding it. Try it like this. That's actually a lot more comfortable holding it like this using the body trigger. It's not even really warm, but it's taking a minute to cut through this aluminum. I'm also wondering if this is a different material, aluminum, or a lot denser, tougher material than this standard, because even the bandsaw had a problem cutting through this. And these are good blades, mind you. So it's much easier to cut one side than try to cut both sides at once. I have no idea why. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Plus, I didn't give this a whole lot of overhang on this little vise. I really need more material. Let's put that on tight. Alright, now let's see if we can finish this cut. so I'm down to 2 on the 2 bars now, and it's not really that hot for everything it was doing. I'm surprised that this blade took forever to cut this. I don't know if it's the RPMs. It's 0 to 3,000 strokes per minute at a 1/2 inch length. So 3,000 RPMs is a lot. So I'm thinking this material here is really dense, or I don't know what type of material, aluminum it is, but it's pretty freaking hard. As you saw with this one, it cut really quick. And with the conduit tubing, which is all the same thickness, even this is the same thickness. But I also did notice that instead of cutting it flat, it works better cutting it straight down rather than sideways. So that could be another issue too. But overall, this is your MAKITA CXT. I like it. This works great for little stuff, thin material. You will not have a problem with this, only I guess because I say I didn't. So I actually do recommend this tool. You can use any blade you want with it, even from the large size to compact size to whatever. They're all the same size. It does come with a good charger. Like I said, it comes with 2 batteries. As far as this material, this is really tough, so that's probably what it did. But I'm just showing you that this will cut thick material. Now if you go anything over, I would say, what, 10 gauge, 3/16, it's going to give you a little bit more hassle to cut, but it will cut. Like I said, I can hold it. It's not burning my hand. It's not smoking. It's not super hot. It's a great little reciprocator saw. So if you like it, buy it. If the video helped you, hit the like button. Overall, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Be safe.